Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
What are you watching?
Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Film Blurs. I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. Uncle Jeffrey, a.k.a. Revengeman Button, a.k.a. Let me look up the rest of these AKAs. a.k.a. the Black Giovanna Ribisi, Chocolate Tarantino, Ebony Spielberg, The Final Boss, and some other bullshit and shenanigans. It's that kind of recording. And I'm joined here, as always, with my friend and co-host.
What's up, ball bags? It's Brandon Norwood, and I don't feel like doing my AKAs. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just tired, and I don't feel like doing them.
Yep. Yep.
I'm fucking tired, man.
I get you. All right, so what do we got?
So I let's just get straight into what have you watched?
All right. What have I watched lately? So, top of show, let's talk about Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1.
Oh, with the orgy?
With the orgy. First things first, they retcon the whole entire DCU in 30 seconds. And honestly, it's kind of fucking brilliant the way he did this. Did you see it yet?
Yeah, man, I've seen the whole episode. That's how I know about the orgy.
Oh, I didn't look, I'm surprised the internet wasn't blowing up over that shit. So I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but a throwaway scene in the last episode of Peacemaker Season 1, right? At the end, it totally revamps and connects Superman, this new one, to Peacemaker and James Gunn's DCU. And I loved it. As far as this episode, I love this show. I love this show so much because this throwaway character, this character that no one cared about, it has so much heart and pathos. It's super ultra violent, right? But also hilarious at points. Every character, even a vigilante, you kind of care about. And they've set up this season to be a wild fucking ride.
Yeah, this season seems like it's going to be more my speed because the first season I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Right.
But
okay.
the one thing I do find refreshing, and this is why I think this is going to be better for DC in long term than Marvel, is just tone. So Superman, you could show that not to all ages, but like I would say kids like 8 and up, right? And it works for everybody. This is strictly for adults, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna appreciate that different tones can exist in this world. Like we could have hard R, very violent shit like this, and then kid friendly, Superman. I know before everybody jumps on me and say, well, they've done that now with Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm like, bro, that's one fucking project. That's one project. And it took them how long?
And mind you, Marvel didn't want it.
Yeah. They straight up said they weren't sure about doing this.
Right. So let's not fake the funk. Deadpool was dragged to existence because Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is kind of a dick.
Yeah.
right? Like
Well,
he can't accept no for an answer. That's how we got Deadpool.
apparently it leaked that he's the actor that's beefing with Robert on set with, because remember that article came out,
Right. Mhm.
yeah, now it's leaked out that it's apparently him, allegedly.
I'm allegedly. If it's an unfounded rumor that it's him, I get it, because people want to take him down a peg. But if it's true, yeah, I see it 100%.
Yeah, because besides Robert Downey, who's the only person who has producer pool?
Right.
None of these other actors have producer pool. Like
No.
Ryan Reynolds,
like, because
you know what I'm saying? Like, he has
because
producer pool. He willed Deadpool into existence before the MCU even started.
What did Deadpool come out before?
Okay, no, that's right. It's after, but still,
Right.
he willed that motherfucker into existence.
Mm-hmm.
So I get
100%.
I get it. Like, he's the reason why Tim Miller didn't come back for 2, where Tim was just like, yeah, me and Ryan have competing visions. So
Right.
David Leitch took over.
Yeah, so like I'm not surprised at all that Ryan Reynolds and RDJ are big dicking each other.
Yeah.
Right?
On a movie that already has fucking problems.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The
80
making of this movie.
The 80 character movie that has half a script.
Like, the script is a living organism at this time, right? Like, it's constantly just like growing new arms and fucking learning how to walk. Like, it's not a fully formed thing.
Yo. I straight up love how fucking Alan Cummins, like, yeah, I don't know who's in the scene with me. Like, I filmed it against a green screen, but I had a better time making this than I did X-Men 2. And I'm like, but how? How if you're the only person in the room,
Look,
dog?
I get. I will. It's probably the makeup that he was in for X2 and
Bryan Singer. He was on pills.
Yeah, it was Bryan Singer. If he was on pills, they were lucky. He was on some other shit.
Yeah, he was. I mean, besides that, but it was noted that he had a huge pill problem making that second movie.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, every time I think of X2 and behind the scenes, I just think of Halle Berry straight up just going up to him and saying, "Kiss my black ass."
Really? Oh man, yeah.
Also, Rebecca Romaine doesn't know if she's done shooting or not, y'all. So that is Avengers.
That's. Is this your god? Right? Like, is this your?
Bro, this is literally Multiverse of Madness all over again, except on a much, much, much bigger scale, because we have 80 fucking characters versus the 2 or 3 that was in Multiverse of Madness, if we're counting Wanda. So 3.
Yeah. So if Multiverse of Madness ends up being a better movie than Doomsday, then set it on fire. Give it up.
Nigga, this shit's coming out the same day as Doom Part 3. And the same day as Ice Age 6, dog.
Yeah, buddy.
Yo.
That's gonna change. I swear to God, that shit's gonna change. I'll put money on it.
Yo, listen, Ice Age 6 and Dune Part 3 is enough, bro. We do not need no fucking Avengers movie. I'm sorry. Like, if, again, gun pointed to my head, even I was at a point with Ice Age where I'm just like, please, God, stop making these. Now I'm just like, yeah, I'll go see Ice Age 6 over fucking Doomsday. Shit, man.
At least
fucking Shrek had to move because of this shit. And I'm just like, man, Shrek should have stayed on Christmas, baby.
So, like, it's a damn shame that it's a damn shame that Ice Age 6 has a script, right? Like, they had a script before they started making this shit, because they had to, right?
And James Gunn saw firsthand how the sausage is made. That's why he says every DCU project will not be greenlit without a script. He even said, he's like, we've had projects with great scripts that I straight up killed just because it just wasn't coming together and I could see it. He's like, before the wheels were set in motion, I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that nigga had scripts he loved that he killed, dog.
Yeah. And we're like, I'm gonna talk about it in I mean, shit, I fucking talk about it now. All right, since we're on some DCU stuff, shit. But let me finish up Peacemaker. Peacemaker season 2. It's setting up to be awesome. But moving sort of in that same direction, Batman '89 came back in the theaters, right? And I watched that last night, and it occurred to me that anyone who complained that Superman was too comic booky, but loves Batman '89, right? You're a fucking idiot, because Batman '89 is anyone who complained about Superman, this new iteration of Superman being too comic booky, too childlike, whatever, too weird. But you fucking go out there and champion Batman '89, then you just really hate the Superman. You hate James Gunn, and you really like the taste of Zack Snyder's dick. Because watching Tim Burton,
yeah, because it's dark. Because it was the first piece of media. Filmed media is the first filmed media that was dark. Because that came out right after the Dark Knight Returns. Because I was just like, that has done a lot for the culture in so much, both good and bad ways. I will say that.
Right, but Batman '89 is honestly, it's
campy.
It's a Tim Burton film.
Yeah, it's campy weird as shit.
It's weird as fuck. It's funny.
Yeah.
Right? It's weird. It's a comic book movie, right? It's a comic book. When Jack Nicholson pulls out his fucking 8-foot long revolver to blow the Batwing out of the sky, that's strange. That's weird. That's some comic book shit.
You know what Jack Nicholson said to Danny DeVito?
What did he say?
Because Danny DeVito didn't want to play the Penguin because he was having insecurity about it because he's a heavy
smaller guy.
Yeah, and heavy on the heavy side.
Right.
And Jack Nicholson was like, man, don't turn this shit down. You negotiate with these motherfuckers and get paid. He's like, I've never gotten so much money in my life than fucking playing the Joker, and you're only gonna do this for one movie. He's like, negotiate the fuck out of that and get your money. And he did. He got basically almost the same exact deal as Jack Nicholson, except he wasn't top billed.
I mean, and good for him. Good for him, because Jack Nicholson is having so much fucking fun in this movie.
Yeah, and he only had to do it one time.
Only had to do it one time. You could tell Jack was just like, oh, I can't wait to cash this money and do this coke and fuck these whores.
And Prince, that was him too. That was one of his stipulations. He's like, yeah, Prince got to do the soundtrack, and Warner Brothers is like, all right, sure.
Yeah, and the whole entire movie is weird. If you watching it on the big screen, I haven't watched it on the big screen since '89, right? Since I was a kid.
Damn.
It hits different, right? It was honestly, besides Matt Reeves, the Batman, it's the most creatively shot, right? Right? The world building, the Gotham.
That.
What?
I don't know about that.
I know you can't. You champ for Nolan, but I'm going to explain this this. Nolan's Batman is based in reality.
Yeah, bro,
right?
And that's
100%. Right?
I like the look of Gotham in the first Batman, because that one, it's chaotic, it's cluttered. It felt like a cross between multiple cities instead of just, Chicago in 2 and then New York in the third one.
Right, but Nolan's creation of Gotham City, it's got his DNA in '89, right? Because the production design of Gotham City in '89 is fantastic, right? Like the art,
But 89's
the
over the top with the gothic art. You know what I'm saying?
with the Art Deco stuff. Like I dig it. I'm saying, it's the most creatively produced produced production design for Gotham City, besides the Batman, right?
See, the
Besides
Batman is awesome because that's multiple cities put into one. And
Right.
also, that's the only one I feel like that has made Gotham feel like, why the fuck would anybody want to live here? Because it's disgusting. It's grimy. Like, you could feel the crime come off the screen.
Right. And like I got the same feeling from 89. Like, I'm not shitting on the other ones. I'm just saying, to me, right?
89 just looks cool to me because they got these giant ass statues doing all types of shit. Like, Gotham is literally a metropolis. Like, the buildings are like 80 feet tall and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the mixing of the Art Deco, the brutalist styling. There's like 30 different types of architecture, and like flourishes throughout Gotham City. I love that. The editing in Batman 89, a little choppy.
I mean,
but it's 89.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm
It's
saying.
89. It's a little choppy.
Like the
but
fight scene. Like I remember the fight scenes on my last rewatch weren't that good either because I was just like, the suit he could barely move.
right.
I'm a
Right.
couldn't even turn his head. No Batman could turn his head till the Dark Knight. Literally.
Yeah. So Michael Keaton is having that was the weirdest casting choice, right? But it works.
It was Robert Pattinson today because when they announced Robert Pattinson, everybody was like, "Oh, really, this guy?" And I'm like, "Yo, like, how about we give him a fucking chance?" Because if you've seen any of his other movies that aren't Twilight, you'd understand. So I understand what Matt Reeves was trying to do, but yeah, I remember when Michael Keaton. I don't remember. I remember reading about it and how everybody was mad. Oh, Mr. Mom's Batman. He's done nothing but comedies, and that's why I'm just like, you know what? After Heath Ledger, because I jumped on the bandwagon with Heath Ledger, I was like, after Heath Ledger, I learned my lesson. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be quiet. That was like when they put Harry Styles was cast in Dunkirk, where Nolan cast him in Dunkirk, and people are like, well, you got Harry Styles in this movie. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait and see what the nigga does. You know, I'm gonna be quiet and see what he does, and it worked.
Yes, sometimes going against types works.
Yeah, man. Right? Like sometimes you have to see the end result before you jump on it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I was saying that about Heath Ledger, and honestly, that is like the Joker performance. Like, I thought nobody was gonna top Jack Nicholson, but I mean, right. The bar has been moved.
Right.
Sorry, Jared Leto.
I like the production. Like, I like the design of Jared Leto's Joker.
Just take the tattoos off of him, man.
Right. I like how it's a
muscular,
a weirder, more grimy version of the Joker. I just don't like Jared Leto as the Joker, right?
It's the tattoos too. Like,
it's the fucking Cholo Joker.
I was like, yo, nobody stepped, because this was a part of a connected universe, so it was going to affect multiple movies, and nobody thought to tell Ayer, like, yo, other people have to use these exact characters, like, take some of these tattoos off.
Right.
Like, he has the teardrop tattoo. I'm like, yo, Joker's a fucking gang member now?
Yeah, it's Vato Joker, but that's David Ayer, right? So moving on from 89, Batman Returns was also on the big screen. I think we are some of the few people in the world who think Batman Returns is just meh.
Listen, I'm going to give my own experience with this next week because they're doing this 2 days. So in addition to you reviewing 89, I will be doing my own 89 and seeing Batman Returns, because Batman Returns is playing at a reasonable hour, and that means I could get home like before 10.
Right. But I mean, we'll get into Batman Returns next week when you see it, but like honestly, I don't like it. Like I'm not even gonna say it's mad. I don't like Batman
The
Returns.
plot's stupid, right? Like the
Yeah.
penguin, it wins over. He's literally oozing black bile for some reason, even though I'm like, he's not a monster. Like
Right.
he at the beginning of the movie opens, he's born. Like his mom has him and his parents throw him in the river and he grows up in the sewer. And for some reason he has black bile coming out of his mouth and he somehow wins over the hearts of Gotham, even though like he's disgusting. He bites people on TV, and then he comes up with this whole scheme to frame Batman. It's fucking ridiculous. Same with the Christopher Walken, Max Schreck. Like I was just like, dude, this whole plot line is so fucking needlessly complex for something so stupid.
Right. And like the way Catwoman, Selena Kyle, Michelle Pfeiffer becomes Catwoman, it didn't work for me. I like the Catwoman suit. I like Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Right.
I like elements of the movie.
Right.
I just don't like the movie as a whole. I love Christopher Walken as Max Schreck. Right. They put too many villains in. Right, this was the start of like too many motherfuckers in the movie.
Yeah,
right, and like I'm supposed to like make all these connections. You got to wrap everything up. It's too much. It's too much.
Everybody wants to fuck Catwoman to the point where I'm like, bro, this is even grossing me out. When the Penguin's trying to fuck Catwoman, I'm just like, bro, even watching this is gross. Like, it's one thing to watch Batman and Catwoman fuck because you're just like, all right, well, whatever.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That shit, I'm just like, fucking why?
Yeah. So Batman Returns, that's my quick review of that. It's great seeing the shit on the big screen because I haven't seen the big screen in fucking 30
I was
years.
too young to see either one. I was like literally a year old when the first one came out, and then the second one, it got out pretty quickly that was not for kids.
Yeah, I saw Batman 89 when I was 9, and then however long it took for Batman Returns, but Batman Returns, blah. But I will tell you about seeing all of these on the big screen. It makes me hate what they did with 89 Batman for the DCU because I wish the best parts of Flash were the Batman parts. To me.
And I was talking about this with my brother yesterday, and here's the thing that kind of gets me is the Joel Schumacher movies are in the same universe as Tim Burton's Batmans. They're basically sequels, right? Same Bruce Wayne, same Batman. So it doesn't make sense in The Flash that we have Michael Keaton as the primary Batman, and then when Barry resets the timeline, for some reason, it's George Clooney. That doesn't make sense because they would be the same fucking Batman. Just two different actors portraying the same fucking Batman. It's fucking stupid.
I mean, it's the whole entire
all for
enterprise.
A joke. Yeah, all for a fucking joke.
I mean, like, why did they put Nicolas Cage's Superman in there, right? Like,
yeah, unless you're a nerd like us, you're not gonna get that reference. You'll just be like, wait, why Superman have a mullet and why is he CG Nicolas Cage?
Right, like, so Clooney's Batman makes more sense than Nicolas Cage Superman, right?
Fighting a giant spider because
giant
John Peters. Honestly, if you guys wanted to make that joke work, you would have him fighting the giant spider from Wild Wild West.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know the history of this giant spider that we're referencing, so it's a deep dive. Long story short, Kevin Smith was tapped to write a Superman movie because at the time he was king of the nerds. And John Peters was like, all right, but at the end, he's got to fight a giant fucking spider.
And he couldn't fly. And John Peters didn't want him to have a cape. And I remember Kevin Smith's like, Fucking dude, that's like two of the primary features of Superman. Like, he has to have the cape and he has to fly. Like, without
Right.
that, it's not fucking Superman. And super
So
strength. Like, he has to have all three.
so that project surprisingly fell apart, right? Like, that was, yeah. That was,
It
and
was Superman Flyby. Because it was supposed to be directed by J.J. Abrams or J.J.
Was it?
Abrams. Yeah. I can't remember if J.J. Abrams wrote a draft or if he was supposed to direct it. But either way, whatever version J.J. was attached to, I think it was called Superman Flyby. And I can't remember Kevin Smith's, I can't remember what his was. But Tim Burton's was Superman Lives, where he was going to have the black suit and it was going to be played by Nicolas Cage with long hair. So that's why.
So imagine
they put out posters for this motherfucker. Like, I remember going to the movie theaters and telling my mom, like, "Yo, can we see that?" And she's like, "Yeah." And that movie never happened.
So imagine Nicolas Cage from Con Air, right? Put that in your head. Now put him in a Superman suit. That's what you had. That's
because Tim Burton was going to direct that.
So that all fell apart. But John Peters really wanted this giant fucking spider. Right? So they wrote it into the Wild Wild West movie.
The adaptation of a TV show, for those of you who don't know.
Right, yeah. Wild Wild. And I never saw the TV show Wild Wild West. I don't know anybody who saw it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it didn't have a giant mechanical Confederate flag spider.
Yo, all the steampunk shit came out of nowhere too, because from what I understand, and from the various clips I've seen, Wild Wild West was just a regular ass TV show starring these two dudes who took down bad guys.
Yeah, but you know,
all that steampunk shit was added in by who knows? I don't even know where that fucking came from.
Yeah, I don't know, but I will think that because we got the Wild Wild West song, which is still a banger, and my friend,
yikes,
she does what? She does a great. She used to be an exotic dancer. She has this great routine to Wild Wild West that you never saw coming.
Oh, that's why you love that song. All right.
Yeah, that's why I love that song. Right? I've never seen it done so well. But yeah, well, that's off on a tangent. That's Batman 89 and Batman Returns. Moving on from that, on Netflix, every once in a while Netflix gets something right, and it gets it so right. There's a new animated series called Long Story Short from the guy who did BoJack Horseman. Right? It's but it's not nearly as depressing.
Yo, listen, I fucked with the first 3 seasons of that show, and then it just it fucking fell off a cliff.
Well, so I never finished BoJack Horseman because I went on meds.
BoJack has probably the most depressing ending I've ever seen for a fucking show, but it's also when Netflix would ride shit into the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Orange is the New Black, that had a fucking terrible ending after going on for like 10 years. House of Cards had a fucking terrible ending after going on for 8 years. BoJack Horseman, same thing.
Like, well, I mean, I can't really blame all of that on Netflix. Part of House of Cards was Spacey, being Spacey.
Yeah, but you know what, man? The OG House of Cards was 3 seasons, and this one was like 6. And I was just like, the only good season of that show is the first one. Otherwise, every season has been gradually worse than the last.
Like, I honestly can't remember half of that show.
Yeah, see.
But I know, like, the first season came out, like, it was fucking guns blazing. But long story short, it's very Jewish, right? And watching it's about this Jewish family, and the it takes place in multiple timelines, right? Like different periods in this family's history. Um, and it's lovely. It's brilliant. It's funny. It's ultra specific to Jewish families, right? But you still feel connected to them. And it made me hate the Good Times reboot even more watching this, right? Because this is super specific, directed for that experience for those people, right? This is what we should have gotten for Good Times, right? Instead of this fucking shucking and jiving high coonery bullshit that we got, right? With this with what Netflix put out, right? And it makes me it's infuriating to me that both of these shows are on Netflix, right? So one of these shows is artfully, tastefully, considerately done and talks to an experience of a people, right? The other one has a running gag about cockroaches in the hood, right? One of these things is not like the other. And like, so that just makes me mad because the Good Times cartoon had an opportunity to be as good as Long Story Short, but they decided to go low when everyone else did high, went high. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Long Story Short, not nearly as depressing as BoJack Horseman, and it's a beautiful show. Give it a watch. Moving on from that, because I don't know what HBO is anymore. HBO Max, everything's on there from all the different Discovery networks. American Godfathers, The Five Families. It's a long form documentary series about the mafia in America and its roots in Sicily and everything like that. It's narrated by Christopher Moltisanti himself, Michael Imperioli. It's good. As you know, if you like gangster shit, right? If you want to know like the true history of shit, this documentary series is pretty spot on, and it was originally produced for the History Channel. So if you want a little bit of, if you're in your documentary old man History Channel phase, American Godfathers, The Five Families. Moving on from that, Smoke on Apple Plus finished, and every episode past episode, I would say 6 gets wilder and wilder and wilder. And this series or season finale, maybe series finale. See, like I don't know if they'll renew it or not. If it was a one and done, it's closed out. Great, but I can see where they could go on for a season 2. So part of this last episode has our Journey Smollier having a fist fight in the middle of a forest fire, and it's beautifully shot. It's fucking harrowing. It's exciting, and this show went from a regular arson procedural to some action shit to a murder drama. It's all over the place, but it works. It's wild that it's based on a true story. So if Apple Plus, if you have Apple Plus, watch Smoke. You'll thank me later. Moving on from that, and I'm going to close out on Alien Earth.
Yeah, what do you think of episode 3?
I like episode 3. Like I like this series. Right? I think this is the best Alien has been in a minute, right? I can see where this is going, and I'm here for the ride. And like you said on the last episode, this is the scariest the Xenomorph has been in a minute.
I think episode. All right, so I'm glad you're enjoying it because I think episode 3 was okay.
Okay, I mean, look, you came out the gate with those first 2 episodes. This third one is setting up for what's going to be happening for the rest of the season. And I love the world building. I love the melding, the explanation for the technology differentials, right? How like the different looks and everything like that. And I'm kind of invested in the Lost Boys and their journey, and in like growing up in these synthetic bodies. It is much better than I thought it would be. So if you have Hulu, Alien Earth, give it a try. But I think that's how we should do it from now on. I think the gatekeepers for all of these legacy properties should just step aside and let some new blood handle it, right? Because what Noah Hawley is doing with this is fantastic. What who's the fucking, I can't think of his name, who's doing Predator?
Dan Trachtenberg.
Yeah, what Trachtenberg is doing with Predator is amazing. Like, let this new generation just cook, because we're getting some interesting shit out of these kind of like, to face the tired properties. All right. So Brandon, what have you watched lately?
Before I get into what I've been watching, I want to give a shout out to some artists. I want to give a shout out to Deftones. Their new fucking album, Private Music, is amazing. I was like, damn, I ain't even like 20 years into their career. I thought they were just gonna put out decent albums, and this one I'm like, fuck, this is hard. So shout out to Deftones, shout out to Freddie Gibbs and fucking the Alchemist for Alfredo 2. Alfredo 2 is nice.
That album, I love the two of them together.
I like anything Alchemist produced. Like, I know the Erykah Badu joint's dropping soon, and he produced the entire new Mobb Deep album, which I'm still confused about because Prodigy's been dead for 10 years. So I don't know if they're using. I'm really hoping they're not using some AI shit.
I'm sure
Havoc,
B-sides.
It's just weird to me because I'm like, Havoc is the producer. Like, Havoc does the beats. Like, Prodigy raps, Havoc raps and produces the beats. That's always been Mobb Deep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but again, we'll see. I'll get into I guess next episode. I will give you a shout out if your album's good, Kid Cudi. I guess I'll do TV first. And TV, I just want to give first and foremost, I want to start off. I finished Demon Slayer, and I'm hyped for this fucking movie. The final episode is a cliffhanger, but it literally changes the game. I was like, oh, this is one of the craziest cliffhangers I've ever seen. So, like, this movie is going to be wild. I'm surprised nobody spoiled it, or if they did spoil it, it's all in Japanese, and I couldn't read it anyway, because this has been playing in Japan for like a month now, and it's been like Japan's highest grossing movie ever so far. So tickets went on sale a couple of weeks ago for this Demon Slayer movie, and if you haven't got them now, you probably ain't gonna get them. Sorry. Man, though, this show's so awesome, and the animation is so great. Really, I wish I could do a live action shot on IMAX. Like, I know how I could transfer anime style into live action, and I was just like, I know exactly how to do it. I just wish I don't want to say it because I don't want niggas stealing my ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Pitch it, man.
Like, technology exists to do an anime live action. I mean, it would look like Speed Racer, except a little different, if that makes sense.
I get it.
With that said, though, moving on from that, I finished King of the Hill. I didn't realize I had one episode left. I like this season of King of the Hill. but it also felt slight. That like it started really strong, and the last few episodes were just like, oh, okay, I guess.
It felt like it needed 10 more episodes. Right?
Yeah, because I didn't like that. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Bobby and Connie are dating in the last episode. I'm like, should have built up to that a little more, man. I mean, I get it. She broke up with Shane in the last episode, but damn, like.
But also, you don't want it to drag out too long. Like
it feels like I'm
did.
missing a step, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it. But like I said, it needed. To me, I would have done 10 more episodes, but I would have been okay with 5 more episodes just to make the season feel fuller.
This is apparently the highest watched animated show in Hulu history ever.
Good. Like this, revamp, whatever, of King of the Hill reminds me how good King of the Hill was, and makes me want to go back and watch
the first 5
the
seasons
whole time.
Before it fell off a cliff, because like, that show got rough after a while.
I mean, I can't remember those last couple of seasons. I don't even remember how it ends.
Futurama's coming back though. They announced that last week. So in a couple of weeks, we'll be getting the new season of Futurama. Instead of them releasing it week to week like they've done for the past 4 seasons, this one is a binge too.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of preferred it. I'll be real with you. I preferred it week to week. It was nice for like an episode a week.
I sort of missed that about broadcast TV. Right? Is that week to week shit? Like some things need to be binged because otherwise it's just a slog. But I like having something to look forward to.
I mean, let's get into this. Twisted Metal season 2. We're coming up on the end. The last 2 episodes are dropping this Thursday, and I think how they've been releasing this is ideal, which is 2 episodes a week. So it premiered with the first 2, and then every week we got another 2. I gotta say, like, I'm enjoying this second season a lot more than I am the first season. Like, the first season, the humor was a little juvenile to me. And this one, I was just like, all right, the juvenile humor is still there, but they're trying for jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus, it's the prom episode, which was the very most recent episode, was a banger because all that shit they were playing, I was like, damn, dog, this is like a prom because all those songs they were playing were big when I was in high school.
So, I mean, I'm waiting to binge all of Twisted Metal. I enjoyed the first season, so I'm looking forward to this. And from what you're describing, it's sort of like the video game. Twisted Metal 2 is better than Twisted Metal 1, right? So season 2 is better than season 1.
Well, look, I enjoyed the way I knew I was gonna like it when I understood how they wrote out Nev Campbell. The way they wrote out Nev Campbell was hilarious. I was like, that makes sense. That's funny.
Okay. All right. All right.
And they don't even stop. They just keep going. They're just like, yeah, that shit happened, and they keep it moving. With that, because like, that's like the only thing on Peacock. I guess we'll get into Platonic, because Platonic has returned for its second season, and it's 4 episodes in, and I'm like, me and my brother are just fucking frustrated because we're like, God damn, Seth Rogen didn't learn a fucking thing from the first season. Like, you are a shit friend, dog. Like, if people gotta keep lying for you, and then the lies are making other people look bad because you can't fucking own up to the consequences of your actions, you're just a terrible fucking friend.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into the show. To me, it just didn't. He already do this as a movie, right? It wasn't
Which
like
one?
I'd have to look up, but I remember him doing a movie where he's a platonic friend who like is. I'm not sure what it was, but it seemed like it was just a rehash of that. It didn't seem that interesting to me.
No, because this one, like all the movies Seth Rogen's in, the romantic interest, they always end up together. And the great thing about this show, the reason why it's called Platonic, is because these two will never end up together. They're literally just friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So, I mean, I'm interested to see what the rest of the season is now that these first 4 episodes are have completed an arc.
Right.
So, we'll see. And now let's get into Foundation season 3. We are 7 episodes in. Look, man. I think everybody is. I think everybody sees the writing on the wall with Power, where, like, you know, it always comes from good intentions, but then gets corrupted very easily. Like, at the beginning of the show, I remember, like, halfway through the first season, Selden was like, yeah, the first foundation's going to crumble. That's why we have to start building the second foundation now.
Mm-hmm.
And this season, it's literally you're watching the first foundation crumble, and it's because they're just as bad as the Empire. Quite frankly.
I mean, it's when you start making rules and putting people in power, eventually, you know, and I hate to use this old adage, but like absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? It's
especially
like,
when you have a fucking dumbass running shit. Like, that dude
Right,
is
but-
an idiot.
yeah, but there's always a dumbass running it at the end. But bump.
Yo, I was watching this and watching it. I was just like, damn, I'm glad we don't have cloning technology, because if we did, what's happening, that we would literally become Empire.
Mm-hmm. Europe.
And how much, and here's the thing, and what I love about this show is it shows how much that's backfired, because every Cleon, it's just like, man, I don't want to fucking do this shit. Like 5 of them have ran away already.
And here's the thing. They have a record of all of their memories, but they keep on making the same fucking mistakes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, listen, eventually you're going to get sick and tired of running a whole galactic empire by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you do want to be like, you know what? I don't want to do this shit. I want to know what the fuck else is out there, instead of me just hanging out with the other 2 clones of myself.
Right.
And this fucking robot.
Yeah, no. So I am enjoying this season, but not enjoying it as much as I enjoyed season 1.
I think it's just because the problem is we all know about the threat of the mule, and we just have to watch it. It's boring that we know. This is what I hate about this type of storytelling. We know more than the characters know, and then that gets boring, because then you're watching the characters catch up to where you, and look. I mean, we're at the point now where the mule is a problem. He's taken over the first foundation, and now he's making moves to take over the Empire. So we'll see how that plays out, because, you know, the second foundation has been working in the shadows because they knew this shit was gonna fucking fall.
So I can't wait for the eventual reveal of the third foundation.
Yep, and that's the last one, because in the book there's only 3 foundations. So, and this season particularly, and me and my brother have felt this, feels a little rushed, and the voiceover is a little jarring. And I get it, because the voiceover is trying to explain everything, because they're jumping now entire fucking centuries ahead in time. And it's just like, they must see the writing on the wall that Apple is trying to get rid of this show, because this show premiered and they put no promotion into it, even though it is like number 3 on their most watched.
Right. I mean, the fact that we haven't talked about it.
I didn't even know until this past weekend. Well, Trey logged on. He's like, yo, Foundation came back and has been airing for almost a month. And I was like, all right, fuck. Well, let's catch up on it. I had no clue. And Apple, I really do feel like Apple's trying to get rid of this, which sucks because I'm like, bro, Amazon canceled the Wheel of Time. Like, we gotta have one of these shows be on and actually have a full run. Westworld got canceled. Like, smart fantasy and sci-fi, or as they call it, high sci-fi and high fantasy. You guys gotta let one of these things run.
Right.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
you can't be afraid, right? Here's the thing. You have all these high expectations, these high hopes, but when the check comes, it was like, oh, this is too expensive. It's like, what the fuck were you expecting? Right?
Yeah, because they're niche audiences. Like, I get it.
Right.
Game of Thrones broke through, but also Game of Thrones is like the first like high fantasy shit in a long time. I think since Lord of the Rings. Like, that was the first, because it started before The Hobbit even went into production.
And here's the thing: Game of Thrones, it's arguably it's sexy and it's got fucking dragons. You can't never go wrong with dragons.
Yeah, look, it sucks that it seems like all we're gonna have now is endless Game of Thrones spinoffs and this fucking Lord of the Rings show on Amazon that everybody hates. But good shit. The good shit gets canceled.
Right.
And I get it. Like, not for nothing, I am gonna watch the new Game of Thrones spinoff because that one I'm like, oh, I'm actually interested in this one.
What's this new spinoff?
The Night, I can't remember. Like the Night of the Realms or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
because I'm not because House of the Dragon. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the Targaryens, bro. I don't fucking give a shit.
And honestly, it took me until the second season to really start enjoying House of the Dragon. And that's only because I was I only stayed through the first season because out of spite.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I did not want to watch another Game of Thrones show after
that
the
last
flagship.
season.
Yeah, the flagship, because I was just so burnt out and so bitter about it. But now this new one, I was like, you know what? This new one looks pretty cool. I'll watch it. And I'll be real with you. If this sucks, I'm out. Because they canceled like 4 spinoffs already, even though they got like another 2 in the works.
Right.
Kind of did want to see the Jon Snow show, quite frankly.
Oh, so that got killed too?
Oh yeah. They put a bullet in that a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'll watch whatever they put on, but it's out of purely out of let me see what you motherfuckers are gonna do, not out of like a genuine interest.
I will say it's concerning to me that Foundation has better production value across the board and better acting across the board than the actual Dune show does. Like, that Dune show feels and looks like a sci-fi original, and this, I was just like, oh, y'all motherfuckers care from every aspect of this.
I mean, look, I will give Apple Plus TV shows this. They don't skimp out.
Yeah, because even Platonic has great production design.
Yeah, they'll spend the money, right? And it shows up on screen. Even that fucking golf one, was it Stitch or whatever like that? It's shot well.
The only thing that looks cheap that they put out is that fucking Monsterverse show.
Oh, Monarch?
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Have you watched the second season?
I didn't even know there was a fucking second season.
Yeah, sadly.
Really? When did that come out?
I think sometime earlier this year.
And like, there was no fanfare about that shit.
Yo, because nobody liked the first season. Hold on, let me Google. Like, yeah, man, I do not fuck with that show at all.
I mean, I don't think I even finished the first season. Like, I was with it for a while, but after a minute, I was just like, I can't.
Yeah, because it fucking sucked. Or excuse me, okay, excuse me, I'm wrong. The second season hasn't dropped yet.
Okay, I was about to say, because there's been nothing about that.
Yeah, it hasn't dropped yet. It finished shooting. back in February, so I'm guessing it'll drop sometime next year. But
Yeah.
the only person I know who likes the show is my brother, and it's just because my brother likes giant monsters.
I mean, who the hell doesn't like? And that's the thing. Who the hell doesn't like giant monsters? I'll give something a wide berth if it's got a kaiju in it. But this was it's
a
like
chore.
Yeah.
It's a fucking chore, and like none of the characters are likable. They're all fucking assholes.
Yeah. And I don't care enough about the connection to like Skull Island or any of that other shit. I don't care enough about those connections to make it worth it.
Yeah. Because the only person who comes back from the movies is John Goodman's character, and he's played by Anders Holm. So
Monarch.
So that's it for Foundation. And movies, I think all the movies that I'm going to do are going to be in the main review, because I forgot to tell you, I'm also going to review Genndy Tartakovsky's new movie, because I forgot.
I forgot to talk about that shit.
Yeah, so that'll be part of the main review, because I've never been disappointed with Genndy, but damn if Genndy didn't disappoint me. Even Hotel Transylvania is better.
We'll get into it in the main review, but I can see why you would be disappointed, but yeah, we'll talk about it.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.